Jenny and welcome back to my channel. So for today, what I'll be reviewing for you guys is a Missha product, and this is their Tension blusher. So these are the two products that I have, and to be honest, I'm actually not quite sure what to expect about this product because this is actually my first time to try out a blusher in a cushion type form, or like, I don't know, like I've tried cream blush before, but I didn't really like it because it's too oily, and yeah, I just don't like that type of feeling. But this is my first time trying it out, and let's see whether it actually something that I would like and use in, I don't know, like for everyday. So let's see how it goes, and if you guys want to find out more about this product and their shades, just keep on watching. So the two shades that I have with me is the CR01 and the CR02. So I think they have a total of 6 shades, which is a combination of nice pinks and nice toned down pinks, and I think there's one that is orange, which I didn't really like. So the reason why I chose this two is just only because I actually love blushers that are more toned down type of pink and towards the nude type of pink, I would say. So these are the two shades that I chose, and I'm more curious about this CR01 because my thought is that the shade look will be something like the packaging, which I'm really hoping, but if not, then we're gonna see. So the first shade that I will try is the CR01. In terms of the packaging, I would say that it's pretty much similar to like any type of cushion. It has, it's in a rounded container with a mirror as well, and they have a puff, and once you open it, it has that product over there. So in terms of the size, I would say that it's okay. So I have here the Innisfree cushion. So putting it on top, it is not the same size definitely. So it is slightly smaller. And in terms of the puff, I would say that it is also definitely smaller. So it's so cute. You can see it's so small. And if I put this on top of the Innisfree puff, you can see that it is actually so much smaller. So that's the size of the puff and also the size of the casing. So if you would ask me, to be honest, I won't be able to fit 3 fingers. I can only fit like 2, and you can use that to tap that product in. So anyway, I haven't opened this product yet, and I haven't tried out. So finally opening it. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but every time I do have a new product, I just don't want to peel it open, or I just don't want to open it because I just don't want to waste the whole pristine of the whole product. But there's no point buying the product if you're not going to open it anyway. So this is my first time opening it, so without further ado, so at first glance you can see that there is a slight product already pressed, and as you can see there is a mesh or a net. So that's the whole idea of the whole tension pack. So it kind of helps you to control the disposing of the product, I would say. So I think the good thing about a tension pack rather than a cushion is that I think there's more product in there. I'm not sure, but my thinking is that because with cushion, my experience is that after a while of using it, it just tends to dry up quite easily. I feel like there's just lesser product in there, but with tension product, I think there's more than a cushion, so maybe that's a good thing. So anyway, I'll try this shade now. So what I'll do is, I don't want to press the mesh. I just don't want to waste the whole look and mess it up. But anyway, so I pressed it lightly, and as you can see, you can now see, the whole mesh turn into pink, or I would say nude pink, and there's product on my cushion puff. So what I'll do now is I'll put it on my face. So what I have on my face right now is a full coverage foundation, and I haven't put anything like a loose powder, contour or anything, nothing at all, just foundation, and I'll put this on top of my face. I don't know if you guys can see if there's any color, but from here I can't see anything. I just think that maybe it's too light. Okay, there's a little bit of shade. I just don't really see it visibly. Like, there is a little bit of color there. It's just not as strong as I was assuming, which is actually quite good because I like very toned down blush color. So I guess the size of the puff is also useful because you actually don't want to have a bigger puff, because once you put that on your face, you're just gonna have that big circly blush there. So I think this is a perfect size for you to create that shade on the apples of your cheek. So as you can see, it is a very nice natural shade of color. So it looks a little bit peachy, like a very nude type of peach shade, which is typically what I love on blush color. So I am loving this shade color. So this is how it looks like. So now on the other side, I will try the other shade. So I'm putting these two colors on both sides just so that you guys can compare which one is better. Same puff, same shape. So opening it again. As soon as you open it, there's a little bit of product on top of the mesh already, and I'll just press it lightly. How the CR2 looks like, and this is how the CR1 looks like. So if you would ask me in terms of the color, I prefer this one for my everyday use, but there are days when I would actually prefer a little bit more color, which means that I'll be using this at some days. This product is not heavy feeling, so not like the usual cream blushes that I was telling you about. It's actually quite light, and it does blend well with your foundation. So with the foundation that I have right now, you can see that it did blend it very well. So it actually created that nice flush kind of color, which is very good. And I think once you start putting a loose powder on top of it, it will look more seamless, like as one. For now, I haven't put loose powder yet because I want you guys to see how the actual finish on top of the foundation looks like. The finish is more of a dewy type of finish, not oily, which is actually a good thing. A lot of people that I know of really wants to have that dewy or natural type of blush finish, just so that it will look like they have a natural pink flush on their cheek. So this is that, which is a good thing. In terms of transfer proof, let me show you guys. So I haven't put any loose powder yet, and let me see whether it is transfer proof. There's a little bit of transfer of product, but not so much. So as you can see, I pressed it so hard, and there's a little bit of product over here, but you can see that I still have that product over there, which is good. So here, yep, you can still see the product over there, which is perfect. So what I'll do now is I'll put a loose powder on top of my face just so that I can set everything, and I want to see how it actually performs after you put loose powder and you want to touch up your makeup and put that cream or that tension blusher on top of your face with the loose powder. So I'll try that out with the tension blusher CR01. I actually like it better, to be honest. Let's try the other side. I actually like it better once you put loose powder all over your face and then put another layer of that blush, because it kind of makes your whole face more dewy looking, because you've already set your foundation and then you put that liquidy / cream type of texture blush on top of your face with the loose powder, then it kind of finishes off like a dewy type of finish, so it looks more natural. So you can see I don't need a highlight anymore. Okay, for some people they might not like this type of look because it looks like your face is oily, but I think that once you start putting that loose powder beneath that, it actually kind of makes the whole look more natural. So as you can see, there's a little bit of dewiness on this area, which is actually quite nice. So what I'll do now is I'll balance out my blush. So what I'll do is I'll use the CR02 on the other side as well, just so that I can have both sides with the same shade. So that's what I'll do. And I guess the good thing about this product that I've observed so far is that you only need to take or to press that mesh a little bit and you get a lot of product, and you can use that for both sides actually. And when you retouch, you still have a little bit of amount on your puff, so you don't really, most of the time you're just going to get a little bit of product and you can build it up. So that is my review for the Missha Tension blusher. I would say that this is quite an interesting product to try out. I mean, most of the time we always use powder blushes because it's just easy to use. You can just get a little bit of product and just brush your face with that blush and you're all done. But with this one, I think some people may not like it, I would say, because one, it gives you that dewy look. Not all people love that. Second, it's actually bulky. Not all people like that. Although, if you would ask me, I prefer this rather than a powder blush in terms of bringing it with me for travels, only because I don't need to bring a brush. I guess it's a good and a bad thing, but it really depends on some people. So that's one thing. In terms of application, I think it blends very well because of the texture and the consistency of the product. It actually just helps the blending quite easy. And apart from that, the size of this puff is genius, because I never really realized why it is so small until I actually used it. The first time I actually opened it, I was like, why is this such a small puff? How are my fingers gonna fit there? I mean, I have very fat fingers, so it's just a minor problem. But then after I start patting it on my cheeks, that's when I realized there's a purpose why it is this small. It's because imagine yourself using the puff of a cushion and you have that big circly. Okay, maybe I should grab the puff for cushion. Okay, this is the Innisfree puff. And imagine this is also the size of the blush, and you pat your product and you have that big circly shade or pigment on your puff, and you pat it on your cheek, you will have a big circle here, which looks very ridiculous, and you would have a hard time trying to blend it out without, spreading it all over your cheek. So the size is genius. There's a reason why it is this small. I hope that you find this video very helpful, and I know that I only have 2 shades, but I think this 2 shades is quite famous, so most people have been buying these two products, this two shades. So it's good for you guys to see how good the product is. So anyway, I hope that you find this video quite helpful. And if you guys have any questions at all, just leave me a comment below. And also, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is down below. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!